In the first years of the 20th century, a Yiddish writer named Avram Rezen wrote a gem of a short story, a little comic toss-away, about a man who went searching for America, but he didn't have the money to get very far, so he got as far as Brooklyn, and that's where he stayed. Looking at the bright lights and the rising skyscrapers of the city from across the East River, that dominating poetic symbol of ambition and engineering modernity, Roebling's Bridge spanning the waters, that was where the Jews made their lives, in the borough's brownstones and cobbled streets. Alfred Kazin would walk the streets of the city. Mel Brooks would float slightly above them, or so he would describe it. Brooks was Amerikaner Geboren, the native son of two immigrants. It was a mixed marriage of a sort. Max Kaminsky was part of the German Jewish wave, emigrating from Danzig as a boy, his father starting a booming herring concern on the Lower East Side, while his mother, Kate Brookman, was born in Kiev, coming over at the age of 2. Max and Kate met in the city, married in 1916, moved to Brooklyn, and proceeded to produce 4 boys: Irving, Lenny, Bernie, and Melvin, a quartet that sounds straight out of an American Jewish vaudeville punchline. Young Melvin Kaminsky arrived in the world on June 28, 1926, on the family kitchen table. Home delivery was common in those days. And was only about 2.5 when his father Max, a paralegal, process server, insurance investigator, and public notary, died of that all-too-common Lower East Side ailment, pulmonary tuberculosis, on January 14, 1929. He was 34. This was a second abandonment for Kate of sorts. Her father had deserted his family in 1906, one of the many disappeared husbands of the New World, the kind posted on the pages of the Forverts with pictures that looked like mugshots, forcing Kitty and some of her siblings to spend part of their childhood in the Hebrew orphan asylum in what was then Jewish Harlem.